Live at Magalang Christian Ecumenical School Incorporated. This is 24 News.
Speak out with courage. Find freedom in your voice. Choose truth as the only sound one. Find lies by spreading the truth. Good day, Philippines! Bringing you the freshest and the latest news. I am Kyle Macalino. You're watching the news with new dimension, the voice for a better nation. This is 24 News. And for the headlines: Introduction to Mountaineering, Definition, History, and Facts. Filipino mountaineer successfully reached the top of the world. And interview with Mr. Tanglao about the health benefits and hazards of mountaineering. For the details, definition, history, and facts about mountaineering, we will now find out. Here is MC Kyler for the details. Mountains have always been a challenge to the spirit of a man, and the man always accepted this challenge. According to the history, people climbed mountains for economic gain and survival, and sometimes to fulfill some spiritual activities. It was only during 18th century when people began climbing mountains not for economic or spiritual needs, but for scientific studies. Dr. Gabriel Packard, together with his porter Jack Balmat, climbed Mont Blanc, the tallest peak in Western Europe, and it was considered as one of the earliest recorded mountaineering sports activity happened in 1786. Mountaineering, also called mountain climbing, is the sport of attaining the highest points or summits in mountainous regions. Mountaineering, also known as alpinism in the Alps of Europe, challenges participants to climb using their physical strength, mental capacity, and emotional intelligence. Moreover, mountaineers are the people who engage in this kind of sports. In the Philippines, mountaineers come to visit the peak of Mount Pulag to witness its famous view of the Sea of Cloud. It is the third highest mountain in the Philippines, next to Mount Apo and Mount Dulang-Dulang. This is MC Kyler for the 24 News. Thank you, MC. Filipino mountaineers successfully reached the top of the world. For the details, here is Rizal Kyle. Filipino mountaineer conquered the highest peaks on all the continents. Karina Dayondon, a 42-year-old Filipino mountaineer and the first Filipina to ever summit the tallest mountains of each of the 7 continents. She was born and raised in the agricultural town of Southern Bukidnon. According to an interview last 2018, she came from a big family and opportunities for her to leave the country were short. She began climbing during her college years, and by the year 2004, she had the chance to summit the world's tallest mountains, including Mount Everest.
What is important for me is we show to the Filipinas, the young ones, that there's nothing impossible if you are determined, focused, and if you believe in your dreams.
With Denali and Everest summited, Dayondon also reached the highest peaks of Australia, Tanzania, Russia, Argentina, and Antarctica. This is Rizal Kyle for the 24 News. Up next, an interview about the health benefits and hazards of mountaineering. 24 News will be right back.
Micronutrient deficiency, labanan natin to. Iba'y araw-araw to. Kaya natin to. Nutrient deficiency, labanan natin to. Bear brand araw-araw to. Kaya natin to.
For the health benefits and hazards of mountaineering, here is Rizal Macalino together with an expert mountain guide, Mr. Kyle Tanglao. Hello sir, my first question is, what are the benefits of mountaineering? Well, mountaineering has lots of benefits, not only for our physical health, but also for our mental health. Mountaineering uses lots of muscle groups both in the upper and lower body, and in that way, it can improve stamina and endurance as well as muscle strength. In addition, it also improves the flexibility and agility of a person. When it comes to mental health, it can reduce stress and it gives you the opportunity to be concentrated and more active because of the natural environment. Aside from that, mountaineering requires a lot of problem solving, mental concentration, and focus, so it helps to sharpen your brain. Next question, sir. What are the hazards of mountaineering? Well, mountain hazards can be man-made or natural, and these hazards can cause serious consequences such as death. Man-made hazards or subjective hazards are caused by lack of preparation and carelessness of a person, such as dehydration and falling. Meanwhile, the natural hazards or objective hazards are caused by the natural environment and even the weather. It can be from dangerous animals and weather hazards. Last question, sir. What are your advice to avoid these hazards? My advice would be you need to be careful in preparation and planning. Before you execute this, you must familiarize yourself first about the mountain, and you need to be aware on what are the things that you must do and what you should not. Alright, thank you, sir. This is Rizal Macalino for the 24 News. And those are for today's hottest and latest news. Once again, this is Kyle Macalino, speaking out with courage and the service for the Filipinos. Once more, this is 24 News.